All right, welcome back. Today, Leanne is in Grahamstown in the Eastern Cape as part of Morning Live Roadshow prior to the local government elections. Last week we were in the KwaZulu-Natal and today she's in the Eastern Cape in Grahamstown. Well, let us say good morning to her. A very good morning to you, Leanne.
All right, very good morning to you, Palesa, and of course, good morning to the rest of South Africa. I hope that you are well. Well, we certainly are, broadcasting from Grahamstown. That's where we are this morning. And as Palesa said, focusing in on the municipal elections. As you know, the 3rd of August is the big day where all of us go out to the polls in our respective municipalities and districts and go and vote for the political party that we want to govern our area. Well, we're trying to cover as many of these municipalities as we possibly can. It's impossible to cover all of them. So we pretty much come to a week and then focus in on the province as well. And of course, this is the province of legends. That's one thing we do know about the reputation of the Eastern Cape. But this particular municipality that we're broadcasting from, where Grahamstown falls under, the Makana municipality, was placed under administration, and that was back in 2014. How have they done since then? Has the municipality improved? Well, these are some of the questions we're going to be looking at and some of the issues we're going to be tackling in this particular municipality under which Grahamstown falls under, but also looking at some of the issues affecting the province of the Eastern Cape as well. Education at the heart of that. We're standing here at Rhodes University. This is where we're broadcasting from. In fact, we're standing on the drosty lawns of Rhodes University. You may very well recognize this building behind me. And of course, I'm sure the students watching in anticipation of us speaking as well to the Chancellor of the University here on the programs, focusing in on issues, the youth, also employment and the issues of unemployment here in the province. So lots ahead here on Morning Live. Please do stay tuned with us. All right, well, let's take a look at the Eastern Cape and let's give you a little bit of a setup piece just to talk about and put you in perspective as to where we are. Most of the focus on the metros here in the Eastern Cape is, of course, something that we have to look at, and it's got huge potential when it comes to the economies here. I mean, the manufacturing sectors here when it comes to the automobile industry is huge. And of course, we've got the IDC as well, which has got huge economic potential. So let's take a look at the zones, the Buffalo City and the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro, where tourism and agriculture are also major contributors. This report from Unati Binkose.
A province known more for its shortcomings in certain key areas, particularly health and education, but one with a very proud political heritage. Its contribution in the fight against colonialism and the apartheid system is undeniable. It boasts traditional leaders who fought the wars of land dispossession and the well-documented role of politicians and even religious leaders in the liberation struggle.
Your John Knox Bokwe, your Mzimba in Alice, PJ Mzimba in Alice. These are some of the leaders, the religious, your Tia Soga, the father of black consciousness. These are some of the leaders who were very much involved, in using, call it religious platforms to challenge, apartheid.
In the academia, out of the country's 25 tertiary institutions, 4 have found home in the Eastern Cape. Regarded as one of the leading African universities, Forte is currently celebrating its 100 years of existence. Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe, a former student himself, had kind words to describe this institution.
It gives me great pleasure as a former student of this distinguished university to join you on this special day celebrating the centenary of the University of Fort Hare, an institution I personally regard as the cradle of African anti-colonial ideology.
But it's not all covered in glory. The province is desperately trying to turn its fortunes around. From being perennial underachievers in education, battling with corruption and poverty, and is working to become a meaningful economic role player. Much of that rests on tourism and agriculture and the 2 IDZs.
We have seen in the province how both industrial zones have made a huge contribution at the value which passes 23 billion rand in the past year. That has resulted into operational jobs which were above 8,000 jobs, which are sustaining our own communities out there.
Most of those jobs are within renewable energy and aquaculture, among other sectors. With a coastline stretching over 800 kilometers, punctuated by no less than 2 harbors, it is fair to say, with proper planning and good execution, the Eastern Cape should be up there among the leading contributors in the country's economic basket. Another reason why the 2 metros will be hotly contested in the upcoming local government elections. Bonati Pingwase, SABC News, Eastern Cape.